Oh yeah. It is so on. There we go. Alright everyone, so let me do a couple of things before we begin. The first thing I want to shout out is that we do have a link in the description of this video. Just let me know if it doesn't work. To the bracket, I'm going to go ahead and start the tournament as well. We have our 10 competitors for Metal League Mania. Let me do a quick introduction of all of them. There we are. So first, we have Santa's Gonna Win .com. And then we have Alpha 199. I have these 4 players in the play-ins because they are the newest players. So I wanted to be fair to, just the seeding process and everything like that. So we have the introductions and the cards, so to speak, for each of these players. So, first thing I want to do, there we go. We have Santa. There we go. And then I have, let me see. Sorry, I have to take care of one thing. Next we have Alpha. Here we go, in all of his glory. I don't know if you can see that, but we have that. Next, go ahead and add the next one. Will be New Gooseberry, who is a new player, not to strategy games, but to StarCraft. His card, Zergrudge your opponent as Terran. Your hotkeys are superior to your opponents. Alright, let's go ahead and keep going down the list. We have Ghost Pants, who is long-term friend of the channel here. Go ahead and add him in there. Oh, actually, he's already in here. Boom. He was actually accidentally up on screen when we first started stream. Next, we want to do Hurstum, who is the favorite and the #1 seed for the tournament. I want to go ahead and introduce him real quick. We have Hurstum, who has his Hearthstone card here. He will be playing Terran. And then next, we have Big Mommy, who, I mean, of course, does she even need an introduction? The original, I guess, creator of this channel. Here's her. Her Kerrigan cosplay, no less. She'll be another Terran player. And then our next competitor, which will be Richie. Another person who has just been around through thick and thin. We have the OG Toss. Next, we have, let me see here. Gink in the Stink, which is just, y'all see him as Jack here in game. He has a soccer player. It's his Hearthstone card here. A Paladin and Warlock card, no less. He will be channeling his inner Sigma, for sure. Alright, and then let's go ahead and go on to the next card. I hope everyone's watching this. I hope they're seeing their card reveals. Tink in the Tonk. I mean, does he even need an introduction? Here he is. He is actually Naked History himself. Link in the description to his channel. He donated $50 to go towards this prize pool, making it a $200 prize pool in total. So go to his channel in the description. We're going to do a couple of other shout outs for him, of course, but go to his channel in the description. Subscribe to him right now. I mean it, especially if you are in the tournament. Go to his channel and subscribe if you haven't already. Next, or I should say last, but certainly not least, we have probably my favorite Hearthstone card. We have Huntington 125. He is actually our DM for our D&D group and a dear friend of ours in real life, so like many of these players are. I know all these people personally, so it was very easy to vet them and make sure that they are all indeed new players. We actually... our first match, let me see. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and cast this match first, which are two very new players, although they have actually done the trainings and stuff like that. This matchup next, they have not played a single game. So, we're going to go ahead and get these players wrangled up, and let's just get into it, huh? I'm really excited. So, let me see if I can get them in a party here. Let me just wrangle them. Anna, do you have any storylines you want to discuss or anything on the bracket while I wrangle everyone?
Any storylines?
Yeah, the underdogs, the favorites. I mean, you're the favorite, of course, but...
Listen, I don't know how today's gonna go. I played 10 ranked games yesterday and lost all of them. But, you never know. I'm tenacious, if nothing else. It has been really interesting watching everyone get ready for this. Everyone has different levels of preparation. There's the people that are taking it like super, super seriously and getting like personal coaching, practicing on their own time, practicing with friends. We had several of them go against Drake in a 3v1 at one point.
That was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mr. B, what's up?
Mr. Arby.
Oh, Arby. I wonder how many
I
people...
can't read.
I don't know how to read. I wonder how many people make the Arby's joke to that name. It's really good to see you though, bro. I'm glad you're here. Hope to see you in the next tournament. If you are looking to compete, of course. Train your whole life. So, viewers, for those who don't know, Santa is a dear friend of mine, long-term, channel member, so to speak. He has never played a game of StarCraft, so.
I'm trying to share the link on Instagram.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get Hayden in here. We'll start with our first match. I got an whole observer UI. I'm gonna hop in and see if I can grab Hayden real quick. Go ahead and mute my mic. I'll be right back. I'm gonna stay on stream, but I'm just gonna mute my mic real quick. Alright, we are back. Let me see who is choosing the map here. It looks like it is Caleb. Let's see what we get. Before we dive into the first match, though, while they're deciding on the match, just quickly wanted to... actually, that doesn't show up very well. I want to make sure it shows up. I wanted to give a quick shout out. I mentioned him earlier when I was doing the introductions. But Naked History, dear friend in real life, but also friend of the channel. He's the one that posted a snail in the chat just now. But he donated $50 towards the prize pool, as we mentioned earlier. Please go subscribe to him. He made the tournament just a little bit more grand. He's been practicing and participating. He's one of our Zerg representatives. Give him a shout out. Excuse me, or not a shout out, give him a subscription. Oh yeah, there we go. We got the soundboard at work. Thank you, Anna. Hey guys, Scriptarian here. Hey Jackson. So this is kind of our pre-show, just kind of our play-in matches. And then we'll go ahead and begin with our first match. Looks like we do have a TVT to start with. A Terran versus Terran. Very excited. This is easily my worst matchup, but I will do my best to commentate. I believe these players have played some of the campaign, some of the trainings, so very, very new. This is about as new as you can get, besides the next match that we'll be commentating, which are two players who have not played a single game. Not one. So stay tuned for that. That'll be the second play-in. We'll just wait on them to be ready. Hey, Vsauce Michael. Hersman, what's up? I don't know if they're able to see my chat. Anna, maybe I can use you as my my courier. Do you want to double check and see if they're ready? Oh, I don't know if Anna's here.
I am here. Sorry, I was
Yeah.
uploading soundboard sounds.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we are.
That's funny. Thank you for doing that. We are ready? All right.
No, I said we're so ready in the chat earlier. That's not current. Is everyone ready?
They're ready.
Alrighty.
They good? Perfect. Our first match. Here we go. Very exciting. All right. So I'm very pleased to announce in the bottom left corner we have LL Gooseberry, our orange Terran player. Go ahead and do my...
You want a piece of me, boy?
We can do an audio check on that, make sure it's not too loud. But in the top right corner, another red Terran player. Both brand new players to the game. We have Ghost Pants.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Two Marines ready to duke it out. Let me go ahead and bring up the introduction to their, just kind of their personal cards here. We have Hayden, the Warlock. Thank you for the audio check on that. And then we have Caleb as well. Let me move that here. Gooseberry, Caleb, duking it out. Two Terran players in a TVT. Let's see how they do. We have one W in the chat for Gooseberry already. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on here. So pretty standard build so far. We have a depot first for our red Terran player. Also, just realized that I am not in the UI for being an observer, but that's okay. Working out the kinks. Mazgul, who's a long-term member of the channel, he showed me a professional UI that the observers use, so we'll be doing that next game so we can do big zoom outs, stuff like that. $500 says someone wins. Well, I'm not paying you, Richie. Looks like we got a triple CC opening, or not CC, excuse me, triple barracks opening, which is commonly known as a 3 racks from Gooseberry, or Gosberry. I believe I'm saying that right, Gooseberry. 3 CC is kind of crazy. Oh, and he's just queuing units up. Looks like we're going to get some action. We have quite the gaggle of SCVs, making sure that that barracks is completed. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We got Tech Lab to make sure we are researching quickly. Oh, this is your first tournament. Well, welcome. I can't say it enough. I'm so glad you're here, and everyone else in the chat as well. Looks like we have Caleb continuing to ensure that his buildings are supervised as they are building. Wonderful, wonderful teamwork there in the top right corner. Pretty mass production coming out. Racks on racks, as Tink and the Tonk mentions, for our orange Terran player in the bottom right. Love the personality with the colors as well. We have a command center expanding to this pocket base. Very safe option out of our orange Terran player. Looks like we got an engineering bay coming up for the upgrades. So very standard 3 racks into upgrade into expansion build here. Guarding that entrance. Kind of a sneaky little entrance here for his pocket base. Also, just for the viewers watching, there is a little party. There's a private tournament chat in our Discord for all the tournament participants, and they're all hanging out, having a little party. But yeah, looks like we got some Marines coming out from Ghostpants and Marauders as well. Marauders very hardy unit, so those should match up well versus the Reaper. However, as we can see, just in the units tab here, the clear army advantage is still with our orange Terran player. Although nothing crazy, nothing crazy. The worker advantage is similar for both players, although we do have an expansion set up for both players. Here, of course, we had our orange Terran player, Gooseberry, in the bottom left, taking his first. So both players are expanding, even if it is a little off-center. But you know what? We're here for the love of the game. Richie, I expect you to keep them in line. Or perhaps that's your job, Anna. You gotta keep the boys in line. You're a big mommy, after all.
I'm gonna do my best.
We have a move out from our orange Terran player. Alright. Also, hello, unprofitable servants. It's good to see you in here. You're new? Welcome, welcome. Why do I quote Matthew 6:34? There are quite a few. That's actually a really deep question. So, Anna, if I recall, did you pick that verse or did I pick that verse to put in our channel?
Pick that one.
You picked it?
Well, I picked it because we like raise chickens and we give people eggs and stuff, and so it was just something to include. And we kind of figured we would just let it carry over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's good. I think there's a lot of anxiousness in our society, and we as believers are called to be of calm mind. But let's go ahead.
And anxiousness in playing. I mean, climbing the ladder is anxiety-inducing in itself.
Ladder anxiety itself. Okay, so we have an attack here. Between Gooseberry. It's very close, but the firepower of Gooseberry does carry through. Brutal push 6 minutes into the game. The workers are slaughtered. I mean, terrible, terrible damage. Oh, they're actually going to attack. Oh, but the choke point is brutal. Oh my goodness. It's an absolute massacre. The Marauder isn't going to be enough. I think this is GG. Oh, he lifts his building! We might have a grand escape. Let's see, let's see. Love the VODs, thank you. Brutal build. Oh! A hidden factory by Ghostpants. With Hellions, which do counter Marines. more or less, especially stock Marines like these. So we might have a game here. It might not be over. Let's see if Ghost Pants can pull it off. Not quite. Not quite. We have 2 more Hellions, though, and some surviving SCVs. He does still have 10 SCVs and an orbital, which is something. Okay, we have a attack command on the command center. The Marines are not attacking the Hellions. However, the command center is burning. But the Marines are burning faster. And the command center survives. Okay, this begs the question. I haven't done a lot of training. Actually, I've done no training with Ghost Pants. Does he know he can repair buildings? Does he know he can repair buildings? It's burning. He does. He does. He repairs the command center. What a save. Oh my gosh. The orbital is still floating. He's making Widow Mines, Hellions, all sorts of factory units. And Ghost Pants lives to fight another day. He survives. You're kidding me.
And that repair came in at the last.
It had like 20 health. Yeah, it had no health. That's your brother. That's right. Let's see what Hayden is doing on the other side of the map. He does have his second pocket base expanded with the backup bunker. He has 3 racks moving up into factory tech and some armor mining out his natural base. He is supply locked, though. We have an exploratory Reaper and another attack. Oh my gosh, does he find the Widow Mines? Does he know he can bury the Widow Mines? If he can bury the Widow Mines, that would be terrible damage. He doesn't do it. And he's going through the crack? No? The factory units versus the barracks units. Oh no! It's a disaster. It's a total disaster. Larry does not make it. Sorry, Larry's the Overlord. The Widow Mine does not bury in time. He flies. He flies his command center away. His Widow Mines are about to get... I don't think he knows he has to bury the Widow Mines. Somebody's got to help him. Oh no. He's flying his command center away. Okay, let's just... One thing at a time, guys. One thing at a time. Okay, so we have the command center flying with the SCVs to this base. Does he know he can land his buildings? I think he does. The Widow Mines are not cutting it. The Widow Mines are not cutting it. He's got to activate the mine. Richard, it was great seeing you in the chat. I loved having you here. Also, I just saw what you said on Unprofitable Servant. Thank you. I really appreciate you saying that. We've worked really hard on the channel, so... He has to bury the mines! They're just looking menacingly! Oh, he figured it out? Boom! Terrible damage. But it's not enough. There's still Marines. A floating orbital. A BM bunker. A BM bunker in the main base, the old main base, I should say, of the opponent. We have Gooseberry finishing off the remaining units of our Red Terran player. Oh, Richard is still here? Oh. Richard, I'm glad you're still here. Now, the question is, what does Gooseberry do about this? Alright. Looks like he is rebuilding. Let's take inventory for a second. He is rebuilding his barracks. He still has an orbital command hiding. He has an SCV in his bunker in the opponent's enemy base, which is... I just love it. I love the spunk. I love the character, the personality. Looks like he is looking around the map. Let's go to the Gooseberry action cam here.
Mineral field depleted.
Let's see what we got going on. Okay. He does not see the base, but he's looking for it. The supply is pretty insurmountable. I mean, he even has starport tech at this point. Factory tech, tanks and cyclones on the way, reactors. 1-1 is finished, so he already has the upgrade advantage. Dang. +1 range on the SCV. Just saw your chat. Thank you if you're speaking to me about the name, by the way. Oh. Let's stay on the Gooseberry action cam. He has seen every single base on the map. Every single one. Except for the one that Ghost Pants is on. Oh, he's just passing it. Let's see if he sees it. He misses it. He misses it by that much. Look at that. Let's go to the let's go to the Ghost Pants action cam. Let's see what's going on. He's building his Marines back up with a bunker on the way. Got it. Let's go back to the Hayden action cam here. We got him looking around. He can... Oh! I think he might have found it. Let's stay on his action cam. He has found Ghost Pants. And he's bringing the heat. He's bringing the heat. Let's see if we can get a defense here. Now, the bunker is good. It's shredding through those Reapers, but the tanks come in and just clean house. Oh my goodness. And he lifts up again! He can't keep getting away with this. Oh my goodness. He's running for his life. He has 0 army supply. No maidens. It's over. The SCVs are getting mowed down. It's a disaster. It's a total disaster. If he repaired the bunker, he might have won. I think you're right. He at least would have won that first part before the tanks got there. The Cyclone comes in, eliminates the command center. It's going to start burning soon. There's no SCVs to come to the rescue this time. It looks like we might have our first elimination. Of course, if he can find this orbital command. Destruction. The SCVs are gone. Also, welcome the D manager 0412. Welcome. I don't know, to be completely honest, if Ghost Pants knows that he has this orbital command. We'll do a post-game interview. Hey, this is a best of 3. He does. Let's go to the Ghost Pants action cam with his 6 supply and SCVs. That's a Wings of Liberty amount of supply right there for for starting SCVs. So with Gooseberry, with Liberators, tanks, Marines, 17 Reapers. Let's go to the units lost tab, by the way. 7,500 resources lost. 100 units lost for only the 42 units lost for Gooseberry. Over triple, or just about triple, the units lost for Ghost Pants. Unbelievable. Just a near shutout. Goodness gracious. Oh no. Oh no. He's been found out. Oh, you didn't see anything. Let's go to the hidden action cam now. I don't know if you could see that, but he was right-clicking furiously to get out of there. That is the last building for Ghost Pants, by the way. He is getting attacked. The Viking Liberator. Oh, he's found it. It's over. It's over. We're going to get a full elimination for our first game of the evening. The power of practice. It looks like... We'll go ahead and go back to the everyone cam. This will have our first victory for Gooseberry. Make sure I got my soundboard. Let's go to the score screen. What a good game. What a great way to start off. I love that. GG, well played. GG, well played. Let's see what our fine young gentlemen pick for the next map. GG from Ghost Pants, who had a hard game, had a tough game. But he is a gentleman and a scholar, of course. To quote the old meme. He's the man in the arena, in the StarCraft arena. The gentleman as always. So let's see what we got going on for our next opponents. Or excuse me, for our next map. Same opponents. Best 2 out of 3. So let's see what we got. Mm. 1,000 feet, LE. Let's dive right into our next TVT. I think that was a message saying that they were ready. Yep, sure was. All right. We'll do our introductions as always. In the top left corner, we have our orange Terran player. It is the Gooseberry.
You want a piece of me, boy?
And in our bottom right corner, we have our competitor looking to come back after a tough first game. We have Ghost Pants.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Perfect. I'll go ahead and do a quick introduction, even though we already had them on the screen for our first game, or first match here. Here are their custom Hearthstone cards, of course. Ghost Pants and the Gooseberry. Very happy to have these new players. This is the play-in for our tournament as a whole. Looks like we have a pretty standard build for our play-in players. Barracks after Supply Depot. Double Supply Depot, a little bit different of a build coming out from our orange Terran player, Gooseberry. Double Supply Depot into a refinery, getting that wall off secured. We'll see when the barracks comes up there. Securing that other supply depot, not electing for his gases early here. for the Terran player. Alright. Looks like we got both refineries coming up for our red Terran player. And a high ground CC. A little bit of a greedy build coming from our orange Terran player here, the Gooseberry. Barracks coming up, full wall off from our Terran player. The advantage, of course, is that Ghost Pants does have about to be 3 Marines already. Little does he know, if he moved across the map, could be GG. So we're seeing 2 different strategies, I would say. We have quick CC, definitely an economic focused opening for our orange Terran player. Says 7 more SCVs. However, we still have a command center upcoming, which isn't that much farther behind, especially because it's built on location from Ghost Pants. So he might not have quite the SCV count, but the supplies are dead even. We have the Marine count coming in for Ghost Pants, who is teching up to a factory already and is closing that SCV gap. I would also love to see some proxy plays. We had a ton of coaching sessions over the past few months, honestly, and I didn't teach any proxy plays. Well, there was one, but we'll see if we can queue that up. Perhaps we will see a proxy play from one of the players. Who knows who it'll be. I really appreciate that Gooseberry is teching up into upgrades with that engineering bay, getting his factory as well, making sure that he doesn't miss those higher tech units. Got a healthy economy. He has the orbital command, which Ghost Pants does not. That's a huge advantage, especially with mules. We're lifting up. This spot was a little bit marshy. It did not kind of stand up to the building codes, so we have a tech lab going down for Ghost Pants, who is looking very healthy, still even on supply, even taking a tiny supply lead, especially in army supply. Way more army supply, getting a reactor on our barracks as well. Getting healthy saturation on his base. Looks like we have some harassment coming out from Gooseberry with his Reapers. Just follow the Gooseberry action cam here. Some harassment, maybe in the mineral line. Oh, he's thinking about it. Oh, the Cyclone. What did it... Oh. Not quite a disaster, but definitely a defense. Oh, the high ground. We get 1 SCV. 2. The grenade. Nope, no dice. Alright. Some pretty good action coming out in our TVT. Very, very good. Got some Cyclones coming up as well. So a much higher tech army for Caleb and higher supply as well. I think we might have a series, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, siege tanks, very, very dangerous, especially if sieged up, of course, being in the name, for Gooseberry. Closing that supply gap just a little bit. Getting Neo Steel Armor, which is the building armor upgrade, which gives an additional 2 armor to all buildings. Very deadly versus Zerg, especially when you hit the planetary fortresses, which already have a base armor of 1. Which I believe many buildings already have that base armor. Let me double check. Yeah. But when Zerglings don't have upgrades, and this does, it negates 2 full upgrades off of many base melee and ranged units. Let's go ahead and follow this run by here. I love the action and harassment out of Gooseberry, our orange Terran player. Moving across the map, being aggressive, while we have a more conservative but steady style coming out for Ghost Pants, our red Terran player. Having a mix of base stock Marines, tanks, Cyclones, you love to see it. An SCV moving out, taking a 3rd expansion. I wonder if he'll mine through the mineral wall there. Ooh, we have a move out. Let's go to the Caleb action cam. Let's see what goes on here. He's making Reapers, a good healthy mix of units here for Caleb. Ghost Pants, as his alias is.
Mineral field depleted.
All right.
Mineral field depleted.
So it looks like he was just moving that army out to defend his 3rd expansion. 3rd expansion being a pretty big deal. It looks like he is mining through this mineral wall. These players might be new, but their IQs are high. At the same time, we have a move out from Gooseberry, who alerted him and is chasing the Cyclone. That might not be the right play, because it does give time for Ghost Pants to react. It looks like the armies are going to face off head-to-head. And it's complete destruction out of Ghost Pants. 1 shell coming from that siege tank isn't enough, and it's a victory for Ghost Pants, who strikes back, killing the medevacs, the tanks, the entire army. I mean, completely. It was a pretty decisive victory coming from Ghost Pants. Let's go ahead and see how Hayden responds. Also, to answer your question, most people, I would say, are using some hotkeys, yes. The very newest players, I don't know if... I briefly went over some hotkeys with Gooseberry. I don't think I got the chance with Ghost Pants. The 2 players we're about to cast, I don't think so. I don't think so. Also, of course, Unprofitable Servant, we'd love to have you in our Discord in future tournaments if you want, so feel free. Definitely ask ChatGPT what the hotkeys are. It will probably do a good job of explaining it to him, not even kidding. But we have a pretty defensive posture still. Defensive but steady and sturdy from Ghost Pants, who has a 20 supplied lead. More workers, more army supply. However, we do have high-tech air units. 3 Ravens, a Liberator, and a Medevac coming out from Gooseberry. Some harassment will shoo these air units away, but they are much more mobile. Let's go to the Gooseberry action cam. Oh, sorry, that's the Ghost Pants action cam. Let's go to the Gooseberry action cam. I suspect we'll see some turrets, maybe? What are we getting here? What are we getting here? Oh, Liberator sieging up. This is going to take out some SCVs. Oh, it's brutal. A Raven might fall. Oh, the auto turrets are not cutting it. We have Ghost Pants coming in. Destroys all the Ravens. However, we do have the Liberator. Terrible damage to the Marines. The Liberator does go down, and Ghost Pants does maintain that supply lead. Also, I do like Euthermal. I think it has great content. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, I mean, not intentionally spice things up, but I definitely want to focus on the scene for new players rather than just the pro scene, although I do love the pro scene. It'll come up at some point in the stream. I'll show y'all. I do have an autograph from most pro players. I got to compete in DreamHack Dallas this May. But getting back to the game, continually have some air units coming out. It looks like we have the Liberator still there on deck, still producing Ravens as well. On 2 bases is Gooseberry, while we have a starport coming up in the mineral line for Ghost Pants. I believe that is the first starport of the game for him. I did win a game at DreamHack, yeah. It was versus an amateur player like myself. And I played Rainer, who is the fastest player in the world. Like, I'm not even kidding. He is quite literally, no hyperbole, the fastest StarCraft player in the world. They call him the Italian Stallion. And he crushed me. I killed like 3 drones, and then it was time for a spanking. It was pretty bad. Actually, let me see. I actually got to watch him almost. I think he got to the round of 8. I believe it was Maru who won DreamHack Dallas. We still have a very healthy supply lead for Ghost Pants. Really love the turnaround. It looks like there might have just been some rust coming in that first game from Ghost Pants. So we're going to see if he can strike back here. Can the Empire strike back? One thing to note is he only has +1 armor. And Gooseberry has +1 attack. Interesting. I believe ever so slightly attack is better than the armor. It looks like we moved the orbital command down with mules mining on that main base. Oh, we have the move command from Gooseberry. That's a disastrous first engagement. The army supply is close. Well, not really, actually. 20 supply lead. It's a meat grinder. Gooseberry's army gets completely deleted. The natural expansion is about to go down. Massive swing for Ghost Pants. I don't know if Gooseberry's going to be able to come back from this. Cyclone does get sniped. Oh, the SCVs are going through a grinder. They're moving up the ramp. Ghost Pants is striking back. Oh, the tank goes down, the engineering bay, the Liberator, the Medivacs just have to watch in horror. Caleb strikes back, making it a series 1-1. He will not go down easily. He gets a match. I don't see Gooseberry coming back from this. His production has been completely gutted. The Raven finishes only to get slaughtered. It actually survives. Bruised, but standing. The main command center goes down. The SCVs are just completely obliterated. There's only 7 army supply left. He has some medevacs and a tank on the periphery, but I don't... The production is completely gone. Caleb brings back... GG is called from Gooseberry. What a gentleman. And Ghost Pants takes it back 1-1. Are you kidding me? What a game. And of course, Brood War victory sound for our red Terran player Ghost Fans. What a series it is. Already, first series of the game. While Hayden is picking the second map, I am going to go on BRB just very briefly and use the restroom. But I will be back about 1 minute. So yeah, while he's looking at that map, I'm going to go on BRB and use the restroom real quick. Just realized that I went on starting soon instead of be right back. But that was truly a be right back. Only took a minute. Frostline for our next game. What a game it's been. What a series. Y'all are funny. In the chat. What a series. 1-1. For the first series. It's really been some banger series. I'm gonna have to put out videos of all these games, but I assume everyone's ready, but we're going to give everyone a chance. Ready. Alright. I missed the Observer mod again. But it's okay. In the top right corner, in this 1-1 series, we have none other than the orange Terran player, the Gooseberry.
You want a piece of me, boy?
In the bottom right corner, or in the bottom left corner, excuse me, we have none other than our red Terran player, Ghost Pants.
You want a piece of me, boy?
2 Terran players. The Air Horde, thank you, Anna. As always, we have our hype woman in the chat, co-casting with me, or just kind of making sure that the soundboards are hit. We have 1-1 series, very close. We have double gas coming up from Ghost Pants, a very aggressive strategy. Very aggressive build, making sure that you have that gas up for proxy reapers, early tech units, things of that nature. Average StarCraft chat, that's very true, by the way. I should never, ever, in a million years, put general chat on stream. General chat is the most depraved of all of the chats in all of StarCraft. Let's see what we got going on here. Normal builds. We got a pocket bunker, or excuse me, supply depot with our double supply depot wall coming out from Gooseberry. Still with the double gas from Caleb. I wonder what we're gonna see with all this. Also, that's a good way to say it. Over the top. General chat is one of those things where you go into your settings, options, and go to social, wherever it is social, and turn off auto join chats when you launch the game. We see the factory here, which will of course be used in conjunction with this expansion, by the way. with the double gas, so he'll have this gas income early to hopefully pump out some cyclones, tanks, and things of that nature, which he used to win the last game. It looks like Gooseberry has elected for his second expansion, or his natural expansion, so to speak. A little bit later than Caleb has, building a supply depot, actually blocking the optimal location for that command center. You can turn auto join off. You can. That kind of reminds me of World of Warcraft, especially classic World of Warcraft when that came out. The Barons chat. If you know, you know. I don't like saying that phrase, but yeah, we got the expansion coming out from Gooseberry. I'm glad we could be of entertainment. Unprofitable servant. There we go. Cyclones are the choice from Ghost Pants. Interesting. Getting that saturation up on his second base. Again, 1-to-1 for this series. Unbelievable. Are you kidding me? We have the quadruple expansion out of Gooseberry. Saved up all of his minerals, and he's investing in long-term stocks, man. These are 30-year bonds. Take it to the bank. Those interest rates are low, but they'll pay out eventually. Look at this. Absolutely diabolical strategy coming out of our orange Terran player. Wow, I don't even have any words. I mean, this is something else. I have no words. Wow. Okay, so we have 4 bases. Can Ghostpants even find all these? Would he even expect that? I don't know. Engineering bay, punctual as ever. 3 barracks start, going kind of back to basics like he did that first game. The production will be pretty high for Gooseberry, although he's still down 20 supply. What is that supply in? It is the army supply. We have a more advanced and much more numerous army for Ghost Pants, or a Red Terran player. Even on workers, tiny lead for Ghost Pants. Zerg players hate him. The longer this game goes, the harder it is going to get for Ghost Pants, but it will take a minute for those bases to start producing. Liberators coming out for Ghost Pants. We can start to see that SCV advantage balloon. Having 50 workers by this point is pretty solid for a Terran player. 3 reactors, no Marauders, no Ghost. We're going straight reactors with +1 attack. Very aggressive. Those bonds are starting to pay off. No orbitals yet, but we are getting some gas from Gooseberry. We have our Liberators coming out. So we have a higher tech army coming from Ghost Pants, but very quickly, I suspect that Gooseberry, especially having a much higher supply cap, will start to catch up, at least in the Marine count. If the tanks are sieged... Oh, we have a move out. Let's go to the Ghost Pants action cam. Going to his third base. If we have sieges from the Liberators and tanks, I don't see how Gooseberry is going to be able to break that. Third command center for Ghost Pants. We do have an army key on control 1 for Ghost Pants. I know, +1 attack, but no combat shield. I didn't get to... I wasn't able to get with these players very much. So, I don't know how much they know about upgrades and nuances of the game, things like that. Okay, he's going to miss the corner base in the bottom right. But he will find this base. And a factory goes down. So that's not good. That's pretty bad. The command center will fall. The supply is close. Let's see what happens. A complete slugfest. Oh, he's on move command. He's microing a little too much. If it wasn't for that micro, I think Ghost Pants might have had it. But Gooseberry does survive, rebuilds his command center, reasserts his dominance on the Eastern Hemisphere, so to speak. He will live with a pretty hefty supply lead, having 23 more workers. Let's go to the units lost here. Looks like it is a slight advantage for Gooseberry in this case. Tough one, tough one. The Marines are still rallied across the map. We have some factories, continued production, a little bit of a supply block coming out, but he is producing quite a lot. He's making another barracks. +1 has already been made. We have Bray, aka Rush Plays him in chat, giving a tribute to John Cena. Your post in the Discord made me feel kind of old, but that's okay. We'll let it slide. Shield is better than stem, you say? Controversial, Richard. Just pure Marine production and a supply lead for the first time in the game out of Gooseberry. We have, on the other side of the map, a little bit more of a high-tech but smaller army. He really needs to siege those tanks and those Liberators up if he is going to maintain this advantage, especially having a higher tech army. It's a little off-center, but we do have that command center. The third command center. So Ghost Pants is only a base down at this point. It's not catastrophic, but it is an advantage for Gooseberry, without a doubt. Lots of Marines. Only +1 for now. Raising that supply cap, hopefully up to 200. Pumping out Marines. Gosh, Stim and Combat Shield would go such a long way. We have a move out from Gooseberry. Let's go to the Gooseberry action cam. Okay, it's macroing back at home. I highly recommend this. Not necessarily looking at your army or babysitting your army too bad. Some reinforcements are cut off. That's a pretty big deal because the army supply is in favor of Gooseberry. Although that army would certainly crush just that army. But together with the monolithic Marine army, let's see. Some move command going on. And the numerical advantage with the +1 upgrade is probably just too much for Caleb. And the army is crushed. disastrous. He does he press his advantage or does he go home? He presses his advantage. He groups up his army. Okay. Selecting and auto-firing on that command center. It goes down. SCVs are just going through the grinder. Good grief. It's not looking good. We have a almost double supply lead for Gooseberry at this point. Up 2 bases. He does target fire at that starport, removing the technological advantage that Ghostpants has enjoyed up to this point. And that one bad engagement might cost us the game. It might bring us to a 2-1 conclusion. Targeting down the supply depots, leaving no survivors. Reinforcements coming through. Really solid macro out of Gooseberry so far. The tanks are good. They do have that base 1 armor. 2 do go down. The 3rd tank goes down. There is 1 more. The first wave is cleaned up. But I think Ghostpants' heart is going to sink when he sees the full concave in the slaughter of almost his entire army. It's just a disaster. A full wall off stops the 2 Marines from escaping. Hey, let me through. Oh. Well, they got their answer, huh? It's looking real bleak. A full supply block as well. He has some SCVs, if he can make it. But the SCVs, as I say that, are going through the absolute grinder. The refineries go down. 1 tank in a dream. 1 Marine in a dream. It's not looking good. Poor Bob and Jim, I know. Absolute destruction. The last tank is removed. And all that's left for him to do is go up that ramp. Finish the game. The SCVs huddle for warmth as their supplies run thin at the last mineral patch. He goes in and says, nope, no warmth for you, no minerals, bye-bye. As the last vestiges of Ghostpants base is snuffed out. The Vikings are destroyed. The Marines are destroyed as they pop out. The tank, valiant effort, is also destroyed. 2 total supply. Zero total supply for our Terran player. And it seems like Gooseberry will be advancing from the play-ins. We got a private message in the party chat. GG. GG. Well played for our opponent. And this will take us to the victory screen. A victory for Gooseberry in the first match of the first match in the first tournament that we have on our channel. GG, well played. Let me inform these players of where they're going next. Let's go ahead and take a look at our bracket now. I will go ahead and bring it up on screen. So we had Gooseberry beat Ghost Pants. Gooseberry will go on to face Jackson, who is our number 2 seed. What a debut. I agree. GG, well played. I mean, seriously, that was actually an amazing series. And I believe Ghost Pants will probably go down to the losers bracket, one of these two. Next, we have our 2 opponents, Alpha and Santa, who have
Should we
not
do
played a
something to
game.
keep the 2 players' names on the screen while they're competing?
We can. I'm not sure how I would do it, though.
Who's playing next?
Colin and Santa.
How can we do it? How can we do it? Let me think. I mean, don't delay for my sake. I'm thinking.
I'm really excited for these 2 players. Alpha, who joined a little bit late, and Santa agreed to play random, and they have never opened the game. So this might be a little painful to watch, I'm not going to lie. Pick the map for me. Well, you know what? We're going to go with the Observer mod, just to get in the habit of that. Keep the Canva logo. So excited to be here. Thank you for the opportunity. Santa, thank you for the opportunity. We're going to dive right into it. I am so excited for these 2 players. These are 2 players who, again, have not touched the game. They haven't touched it. They have never played. So we have Alpha Caboose and Santa. In the top right corner, we have our... It's a Zerg versus Zerg! In the top right corner. Oops, let me get that off screen. Sorry. We have our blue Zerg player. It is Santa. We go ahead and make sure. Zergling, there we go.
My lord.
Is that a little loud? I can turn it down a little bit. There we go. I'll turn it down a little bit. There we go. Y'all can audio check me. In the bottom left corner, we have Alpha, another new player who has never opened the game up to this point. Give it up for him. 2 mirror matchups back to back, both random. This is going to be a test who builds Zerglings first. Who figures out how to build Zerglings first? Let me go back to the live chat. A Zerg versus Zerg. We have in the production chat nothing but overlords have been made up to this point. I think we've had 1 drone made by Santa. The casual 4 overlords start. Both players focusing on their economy. We do have Alpha. He is scouting. He is 3rd in natural expansions. Santa has... Oh, he's making drones. Okay. I love this so much. Oh my goodness. I almost just want to go to their action cams. Let's just see. I'm going to turn on the APM. Almost dozens of APM. I think Santa left his keyboard. Nope, he's back. Okay. We have 19 and 18. 20 APM. Goodness. That is 1 action every 3 seconds. 1 action every 4 seconds for Santa. We have an extractor for Santa and a 2-supply lead. Anna, can you hit me with that Zergling spawn-in sound one more time? Because we have a spot. We have a spotting pool, an evolution pit, an evolution chamber, excuse me. Oh my gosh. This is so funny. I don't even have words. Let's go to the... Oh! Speaking of Zerglings, we have another spawning pool from Alpha. Let's go to the Alpha action cam here. Goodness gracious. We have Alpha, who does have kind of the gas advantage. We even have drones for moral support, while 2 drones mine gas. 2 over here as well. Very similar builds from our opponents, or our, you know, mutual opponents here. A Baneling nest. Ooh. Got a little bit of a mix-up, so a technological advantage and no, not a supply advantage, but a little bit of a tech advantage for Santa, who is getting his 2nd extractor. He is also looking at this base with 0 APM. Oh, he expanded on location too. That's perfectly on location. Also, Unprofitable Servant. Neither of them really have RTS experience. I don't think they have... I think maybe when we were children, I made them play an RTS, maybe Brood War or something, but for all intents and purposes, these players have... I know for a fact Santa he had to download the game today. Neither of them have done the tutorial or any training, nothing. I know they've never played Zerg. So this is their first time not only with RTS, but StarCraft and Zerg. So Sarah might be getting some competition. We have link speed and +1 upgrades out of Santa. Okay. We have some overtime on this extractor. An expansion on his natural expansion coming out from Alpha. We have some drones huddling for warmth. It is the winter here on Tourmaline LE. Tourmaline, I don't know how y'all would pronounce that. I guess it depends if you're from the south or not. Second base is alert. I'm really impressed so far. We're getting up into dozens, plural, of APM. 2 extractors? Oh my goodness. Okay. We do have army units at all out of Alpha. A lair as well. Interesting. Yes. Santa has completed link speed and is about to complete +1, so we will have an advantage. Actually, hold on. Oh my god, a spine crawler. Link speed and +1 out of Alpha as well. We might be here a while, but I'm so here for it. Goodness gracious. We have a lair from both players. Both players have followed a very similar path. Notable differences, I would say, is that Santa was a little bit faster with his upgrades. Alpha does have his 3rd base as well as a defensive spine crawler here. I can also zoom out quite a bit as we are on that observer UI. See the healthy, flourishing Zerg society. They have brought their best. Another Baneling Nest. Okay, so we have a backup Baneling Nest. A second Evolution Chamber for more upgrades. You love to see players being responsible. Getting that second Baneling Nest. Let's go back to the APM. Dozens for Santa. Oh. Dozens for Alpha. These players are going at speeds we have not seen yet in this competition. Army supply advantage, clear advantage for Alpha as Santa does not have any army to speak of. Goodness me. We do have the worker advantage though, which is customary for Santa and a dead even supply, or it was just for a minute. I will do the APM counter for you. I will do it. Active forces, of course. We already covered that. Effective actions per minute is 13 and 11. I'm not really sure what EPM is, but I believe it's something about efficiency and how you are using your APM. But yes, so we have the two Baneling Nest strategy into 111 upgrades, into some Zerglings for Santa. Oh yeah, I purposely have a delay, by the way. Thank you for confirming, though. Oh my goodness. A Lurker Den for Alpha, who is making Hydralisks. If Alpha can figure out that Lurkers can burrow to attack, and if Santa can't figure out how to detect burrowed units, this could be a game over. This could be a game over. Good grief. Yeah, so my EPM is probably 4, and then my APM is like 270 or something. Wonderful. Still very close, which is to be expected from two players who are, again, opening the game for the first time. I really can't stress that enough. By the way, I didn't do my proper introductions earlier. Let me go ahead and pull up their cards. I almost forgot. We have Alpha in the bottom left corner. In Santa. Oops, let me move this real quick. Oops. Oh, let me make sure. That is showing. There it is. We have our custom Hearthstone cards for these two players. Forgot to point that out at the beginning of the game. While I was pointing that out, a corner base. We have a little bit of banter in it from both of our players. Alto 4. Wonderful. I want everyone in the chat to bet on who attacks first. Also, a triple lair out of Santa. Triple lair is absolutely disgusting. I mean, that's BM at that point. We do have a queen that came out. I mean, this is just hilarious. Also, unprofitable servant. I'm diamond with most races. I did get to master for the first time ever with Protoss last season. However, I got bumped down this season. But I would say I'm extremely low master at best. Usually about high diamond with everything is where I sit. +2 upgrades are coming up for Santa, who has chosen to use that primary, safer evolution chamber in his main base rather than the more exposed tertiary evolution chamber. Very smart play from our blue Zerg player, making a roach warrant to complement his baneling nest and spawning pool. 5 bases coming up from Alpha. By the way, a single shot hasn't been fired. 0 resources lost 14 minutes into the game. They certainly need some coal in each other's stockings. Also, if y'all will, everybody in the tournament chat, make sure that they know if they think they've lost to type GG, push F10, and push surrender. I don't think they know to do that because they've never left a game of StarCraft. This is their first game, so it'll be their first win or loss ever. So, Herspin, Tink Tonk, if y'all want to just make sure they know how to leave a game when they think they've lost, please feel free to do so. Also, let's just point out, we have lurkers from Alpha. If we get some lurker action going on, I don't know if Santa's going to be able to stop that. He has 6 lurkers. Good grief. No, more. 1, 2, 8 lurkers. That's actually going to be devastating. If those get sieged up, completely devastating. Wow. I think we need to, they are in the Discord voice chat. Oh no. You can DM them, or maybe I'll get Anna on it. Anna, are you still here? Oh, that's okay. No rush. All of their buildings will have to be destroyed. It's okay. It's a built-in safety. They can't fly their buildings away like Terran. Somebody just go find them and make sure. I'm sure it'll be okay either way. I really love the lurker play coming from Alpha. Continue with his action cam. Excuse me. The pigeons, we'll get to them eventually. Thank you, thank you. Santa has changed his mind on something. I don't even know what to say. He didn't respond. Even I don't... Okay, so we have a new development. Lifeline mid-game is insane. I'm going to make an executive decision. F10 surrender. That's right. This is hilarious. These players are so new, they do not know how to attack. I definitely answered his question. F6. F6 is what I use. I have to step in. It's been 20 minutes with no action. I gotta step in at some point. I'm stepping in and helping. Man, these lurkers.
We've got to have some humanity, guys.
We gotta have some humanity.
This
Another layer out of Santa
this is
Moa.
unprecedented.
We do 2 players who have never opened the game. Santa, by the
You know,
way, with the 25 supply lead. Sorry, Anna.
Small shout out. I just like how Tink Tonk has kind of become our liaison for the evening. You know, just keeping our line of contact open with all of the competitors. Shout out Tink Tonk. Go check out Naked History Podcast, link in the description. Sponsored $50 towards
Oh, we have
this
action.
prize pool.
Oh, the lurkers. They're not burrowed. It's a disaster. He didn't know to burrow them. The layer is going down. We have movement. Troop movement. The layer goes down. It might be over as soon as it started. The drones are getting slaughtered by the roaches. The lurkers. Unburrowed. Oh, the spine crawler with the queen. Okay. I don't know if it'll be enough. Santa is coming to town.
Santa is coming to town.
Yes. Unbelievable. The hive. The lurkers have to be burrowed. Oh no. I want to help him so bad. It's a complete disaster. It's a complete wash. Oh my goodness. It is a tidal wave of roaches coming in, destroying all of the tech. It's completely over. Does he realize it's over? Is the question. Excuse me. The lurkers are just decimated. We have Swarm Host, some of the most micro-intensive units to use. We have Vipers, the lurkers, and Swarm Host. It's over. It's over. Unbelievable match. We're gonna get on Taito Citadel. Let's get right into it. What a brutal match. Well, now the opponents know how to move and attack, so we might have a little bit quicker of a game. I'm going to update the bracket real quick, by the way. In the top left corner, we have a Terran versus Terran, another mirror matchup. This is crazy. Absolutely insane. In the top left corner, we have none other than Santa, who has come to town with a 1-0 victory.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
I know Santa's going to appreciate that. And in the bottom right corner, we have Alpha.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Let's go ahead and get their Hearthstone cards up on screen here. Santa and Alpha, what can you do with them? I mean, just an absolute bloodbath of just a complete Roach all in. Or it was a macro build into Roach all in, I would say. From Santa, our blue Zerg player, who is now our blue Terran player. Complete decimation. It was not rigged, I promise. Also, Sam, I just noticed you were in the chat. Hello, Samuel. Good to see you. The noobs are learning. Y'all are doomed. We have a 3 supply depot into barracks start for Santa. A more modest 2 supply depot start into barracks for Alpha. Double refineries, or excuse me, single refinery for Santa. Double refinery for Alpha. Goodness. We have an expansion on the low ground on location for Alpha. Very good. Getting that economic lead. 2 barracks into engineering bay start, so a little bit more of an aggressive start for Santa. Supply is dead even, with a slight supply lead, or army supply lead for Santa. Getting a second refinery, getting his expansion, of course. You're gonna have to pop a lot of popcorn, Hearst, man. Bro is cooking, you're right. Also, you're right, shout out to Richie, he is the coolest person here. Goodness gracious. We have a reactored barracks, so for now at least, Alpha will have the same production as Santa, who is getting his factory, so a little bit of a tech advantage for Santa, as well as kind of an even economic lead. I'm shouting your shout out. That's funny. Some movement from Alpha. Santa taking his 3rd expansion. Okay. Also, everyone in that tournament chat, make sure Jackson and Gooseberry know that they can go ahead and play their matches. starport coming out with an armory from Alpha. Okay. A very tech-heavy build out of Alpha here. Although Santa does have that supply and worker lead. Yes, that is correct. Yes, I do want them to go ahead and play their matches. I'm not going to be able to cast everything. Just with time. It's already getting close to 7, so we'll go ahead and have them play their match. I'm sure I'll cast Jackson moving forward. Got some third base and Hellion action coming from Colin. Also, one moment, gonna... Sorry about that. So it's 6 and gonna be like 7. You're right. No ulterior motives with that message, right, Richie? That's fair, Hersham. That's a fair reaction. High sec auto tracking out of Santa, who is dropping mules on the mineral line. Never opened the game, by the way. Literally all I've done is invite him to the clan. Lots of Marines coming out. Pretty big army supply advantage out of Santa. Looking pretty good. Two completely different reactions coming from the Unprofitable Servant and Hersman in the chat. Different into the spectrum there. Oh my goodness. Some Hellion harassment coming out of Alpha, killing the SCV on the 5th expansion?
I'm the Alpha.
Thank you, Anna. I so appreciate having you in here. Looks like we have a very healthy supply out of Santa. Who just seems to have a little bit of an advantage moving forward. We do have +2 and +1 armor and +2 weapons coming up from Alpha. Just +1 for Santa so far. So that might play a factor. We will see. Also +1 weapons as well. Might be a true slogfest. We'll see. Even army supply, but a heavy workers advantage. For Santa, who is building up his supply depots. I can't believe we got a TVT again. That is so funny. Protoss players are punching the air right now. Even though I am, of course, a Protoss at heart. Huge macro play. Santa has come to town. I mean, there's no other way to say it. Excuse me. A good bit of tanks coming out from Alpha with Thors. Goodness gracious. On the way. Lots of SCV, or excuse me, supply depot production. Banshees coming out. I can't tell who's going to win this next engagement. It's going to be close. We might have another 1-1. A series for the ages. A siege up, good, in a defensive position. Santa still has that advantage, but it's mostly in SUVs. Santa does need the insurance money. That's a good point. Just kind of macroing up, finishing up some refineries. Lots of SUVs coming out from Santa, who has a nice number of SUVs. Looks like he's got 69 there. Transferring his SUVs as well to the new bases, getting an armory of his own. His army is a bit more low-tech. Those Hellions are not going to do well versus the tanks and Thors of Alpha. Especially the Banshees are just going to have some... They're going to have a heyday. Still building up. In that building up phase, the bonds are paying out their interest. Supply depot production is game altering. The score is 1-0 in favor of our blue Terran player, Santa Claus. Looks like Alpha has discovered those higher tech units. It's 78 SUVs. That is quite a lot. We have Alpha possibly discovering nukes in that Ghost Academy.
I'm the Alpha.
Thank you, Anna. Anna, can you share any insights you might have into the Banshee? Listen, if
When they
it's
send them all in, when they send them all in like that, there's like nothing I can do.
we might have a move out from our red Terran player Alpha. We'll see if he can crush Santa Claus. It looks like he has his units kind of split up, which is not necessarily what you want to do. Unless you kind of have them as a distracting force. But that is quite the death ball moving across. I mean, you got upgrades coming in, and +1 armor finishing in 4 seconds right before this fight's going to start for the infantry. For Santa, which will be a huge advantage, but not a great start for Santa, who is going to lose some units there. The base goes down almost immediately. I mean, good grief. The army units do come in. The Hellions are just tickling that Thor, and the Thor strikes back. I mean, obliterating the Hellions. Oh, it's a disaster for Santa, who loses his army. You're scared for your match versus Anna?
You should be.
Santa's in a tough spot here. The supplies are dead even. The Santa only has 4 army supply. Units killed is just completely lopsided in Alpha, who is striking back. It looks like we do have a series today. No workers have been lost for our blue Terran player Alpha. Or, excuse me, our red Terran player Alpha. The factory is getting targeted down. The tank is shelling the unit. This might just be it for Santa Claus. He's just getting camped. His production is just... oh my gosh. Under siege, to say the least. It's looking like it might be a GG. Oof. Oof is right. almost 30,000 resources between the two players. Little do you know, Richie, that Anna has only displayed a fraction of her true power. Anna has proven herself. Also, I would love to just comment. We have high impact mode on one Thor and regular mode on the other Thor for a variety of combat utility. Excellent, excellent out of Alpha. By the way, anyone joining into our channel or into our stream, these two players have never opened the game before their series, and it looks like it's going to be tied up 1-1. Pretty intense. A very aggressive building placement for our blue Terran player, Santa. Who's really just down to one base. Not looking good. Alpha is continuing that Thor production, has a commanding supply lead. Excuse me. Hey, we have a few 5,000 Grandmaster MMR players in our Discord, so if you ever want any coaching or if you want to play some games, join our Discord in the description below. It's looking pretty bleak from Santa, though. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull this off. His workers are slaughtered. Once Alpha discovers the space, it's not going to look too good.
Anna is the sandbagging the whole time. She's secretly 5,000 MMR Grandmaster.
Hey, she's played the most ranked
Luckily,
matches.
that's hard to smurf since the system shows it.
You can't make this up, guys.
I'm actually a hustler.
A pocket gold base out of Santa. Who is tenaciously rebuilding his bases. Good grief. Just rebuilding bases everywhere. I can promise you, Anna does not have 2 accounts. You caught me, Richie.
Drake isn't the one who hit Masters. It was Anna who did it for him. I actually hopped on stream one time and was threatening to just tank him by jumping on ranked and playing.
No, don't do it.
I was like, should I do it, guys?
Santa is not giving up. He is building command centers everywhere. Of course, I don't see how he can come back at this point. This is the glory of a new player tournament. The tenacity. He has Ghost coming in. Wow. Command centers have finished. The barracks is going down. The might of the Thors cannot be matched. If he was smart, then, or I guess not a brand new player, I mean completely new, then he would kind of fan out to every base on the map. I'm sure we'll see him do that soon. Ghosts do dominate. We'll see if it looks like he is going to all the bases on the map. You are not too late, Norm. I'll give an update on the bracket after this match. These are the play-in matches. We already have some of the main bracket already playing. These are 2 players, by the way, who have not opened the game before this tournament. Also, we have a Thor crushing the hidden golden base. Good grief. Also, for reference, these two players have agreed to only play random. Also, it looks like we have an update, a bracket update. Gink, also known as Jackson, has taken a 1-0 lead versus Gooseberry, who we casted before this match. That is a Protoss versus Terran, I believe. The Protoss being Jackson, who is up 1. But yes, these players have not opened the game at all. Both rolled random. It is 1-0 Santa, but it looks like Alpha is about to take it back. Goodness gracious. Santa is being tenacious. Alpha's making sure that he can expand. Also, Norm, I recommend going back in the video and looking at the beginning of their series, which was a Zerg versus Zerg. The first, like, 3 minutes are hilarious. I mean, the whole game is hilarious, but you gotta go back and watch that match. Or at least, like, the first couple of minutes of the match. It's so funny. The first thing they do, I won't spoil it. I'll let you see it. Yeah, and it's only going to get better. These are the plans. So again, these are the newest players, or, you know, like the lower seeded players, quote unquote. It looks like Alpha did find this base. We'll go to the Alpha action cam here. He needs to just leave units in every single base. Oh, it looks like he is going to find that other expansion. No, you got it, you got it. Oh my gosh, he took another one. I wonder when he's gonna give up. He's got one more base. 10 SCVs to his name. That'll go down soon. This match will end soon. I should have made them a sudden death 1-0 match. He's killing his SCVs very wisely, mind you. He's down to 3 SCVs, one being here in the natural third base of Alpha. Just disgusting gameplay, honestly. I expect nothing less than Santa, the creature, as we call him. Unbelievable. So troll. I love it. Wisely, Alpha is looking in this space to find no Santa. Does he see the other bases? He does not. You gotta go? Hey, it was great to have you, man. Feel free to join our Discord and stay tuned for more matches. It was awesome to have you here. Thanks for tuning in. He has found the hidden base here. Looks like Colin has found this golden base again. Wow. Another base has been taken. I might have to cast and move on to another match if they're gonna play like this. I'd love to see it, but you know, I just want to make sure we're casting all of the games. Oh my gosh, yeah, that might just be it. Okay, he does tap out. All right. Okay, we'll go ahead. I hope we get a Protoss versus Protoss. That would be so poetic. we'll go ahead and cast the last match just for the drama. Alright, we'll do 1,000 feet. The blue Terran player in Santa and the red, or I guess we don't know if they're Terran or not. I might have just, okay, Protoss, they're both Protoss. Let's just, I would love to see a PvP. They might not understand how minerals work, or excuse me, how pylons work, but we'll see. Oh my gosh, okay, we got one Terran. It's another TVT. We have yet to see a Protoss in this game. I also, oh, I forgot the observer. No, I didn't. Never mind. We got it. Okay. In the top left corner, we have the blue Terran player. First match of his life. We have Santa.
You want a piece of me, boy?
In the bottom right corner, we have our red Terran player.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Alpha. Oops. Excuse me. It is not scripted. That is hilarious, though. Same race, 3 rounds in a row. At least they both know what Terran is, you know. Who won the first match? It is tied 1-1. Santa won the first match. Alpha won the second match. It's now 1-1. Let me, of course, bring up their Hearthstone cards. Might be the last time we see it. But yeah. Wonderful showing out of our players so far. Next we will have Anna playing versus Richie. Alright. We have the modest 2 supply depot supply and the very liberal usage of supply depots out of Santa, getting 4 supply depots to start with. Two players, brand new, only one can win, of course. Got our barracks coming up, and a quick expansion out of Alpha. Santa making sure to get his tech in the form of the engineering bay.
Richard Collins asks who won the first match. He was AFK.
Oh, it was, the very first match was Santa. Alpha won the second match. They are tied 1-1. Pretty good from a player. Santa technically won his very first game of StarCraft. I don't think anyone can say that. Very few, probably. Tech Lab out of Santa. A Ghost Academy, quick out of Alpha. That's a 3-minute Ghost Academy. I don't think I've ever seen that in my entire life. 3-minute Ghost Academy is wild, by the way. Second expansion just starting for our blue Terran player. There we go. Dropping mules is actually really impressive here. Will Alpha discover the cloak? We'll see. Let's go ahead and check on the APM. Dozens of APM from both players. Combat shield and +1 coming out already for Santa. Excellent. A factory and a Ghost Academy of his own for Santa. Of course, Comet Shield finishing up. A pocket base for Colin. Wonderful. Also, if I slip up and use their use their real names, forgive me. That is Alpha. I do know every single one of these players in real life, barring, I guess, Hurstman, who has been a long-term friend of the channel. Starport, pretty standard 1-1-1, except for the detour to the Ghost Academy for Alpha. Coming in with the Ghost leading the charge as the specialist leader with his Marine platoon. Johnny and the boys. Everyone give it up for Johnny and the boys. A nuke coming up. A nuclear missile. Our first nuclear missile
As a first-time player?
as a first-time player.
I think somebody's throwing. How do you know about nukes as a first-time player?
We have a conspiracy going on. A nuclear bomb going on. I have talked about StarCraft before to both players, so maybe they've overheard me.
There's so many steps to get to nukes, though.
I don't know. I did not tell them, so. We have Johnny and the boys, and then Jimmy and the boys. The respective ghosts with their squads. An armory. I love the pocket base. It's so Bronze League Heroes. It's so good. Double armory coming out of Alpha. The nuke is done. I want to see it so bad. He doesn't have cloak on his ghost. But I guess we'll see how that pans out. The Red Terran has been watching you, Thermal. I don't think so. That would be funny. Goodness gracious. Also, for all the new players, or new viewers, excuse me, watching the channel, watching the stream, check out the bracket below. The plans are underway. Cinema, thank you. I've been trying to keep it light, but also exciting for y'all. These squads are growing. Santa does have an SCV supply lead. Similar army, though. Thor's coming out. Worked very well for Alpha last time. Three bases to 4 bases coming up. We'll see if Alpha realizes that he can mine through these mineral patches. Perhaps. We have an armory. I think Alpha realized he already had 2, and he stopped building the 3rd instead of canceling it. That is... Only in new player tournaments do you see stuff like this. I mean, it's just brilliant. I mean, we're 8 minutes in, 0 units lost, but that armory is unfinished. We got a lot of StarCraft to go tonight. We do. I'm not going to cast every single match. There's a match currently going on. We might just have an update, actually. Let me see.
Doesn't look like an update yet.
No update? $7 a.m. no sleep. No, I think the latest we'll go is like 11. That's my suspicion. Because we won't cast the losers bracket matches. 4 bases each for each player, by the way. And I'm not going to cast every single match.
Thor's just lumbering around.
Are they kind of cute?
I think of the Thors fondly because of the campaign.
Yeah. You gotta build your own Thors in your matches, Anna.
I'm not to that. No, I have my build order. No deviation.
We have an update. It looks like our Protoss second seed. I'll go ahead. It looks like there's not a ton of action in this game, so I'll go ahead and bring up the bracket here. It looks like we have a 2-0 victory for Gink, which is our number 2 Protoss player. So he will advance into the next round. So he will face the winner of Tink Tonk and Huntington, which are both Zerg players. Here's our favorite Protoss. Not our favorite. Richie's our actual favorite Protoss, but he's the favorite, the best, quote unquote, highest ranked, quote unquote, Protoss in the tournament. The winner of this match will face the number 1 seed. 2 players who have never played the game before this match will go on to face Hurstman, who is the number 1 seeded player in the whole tournament. We won't cast that match, but we will probably cast Big Mommy in the chat with us here, and Richie, who is in the chat now with us. And then we'll probably go on to cast Tink Tonk and Huntington next. It'll be very exciting. Thank you. Apt as always. So yeah, this was coming up. Don't worry about it, Norm. Next time, we're going to do one more Meta League Mania tournament in January. I don't have all the details for it. I think it's going to be in the middle of the month. So if you want to cast those games with me, we will figure that out after the stream. Or probably tomorrow. I'll probably go to bed as soon as the stream finishes. A very big mech army out of Alpha, by the way. 100 SCVs. Let's just... I'm sorry, but let's just go to the Minerals tab. Huge income advantage for Santa, who has 5 bases in over 100 SCVs. I mean, if we go to the worker supply, 105 workers to only 59 of alphas. However, the army supply is pretty even for both of them. Also, oh my gosh, Anna, look at the stream. I figured out how to put up their name panel. I'm gonna have that up.
I'm watching. Of course, we have a little bit of a delay, so.
Yeah. That's awesome. Still no action. We are 13 minutes in.
There we go.
Not a single unit has been killed. We have a huge mech army coming up with medevacs even for the bio, the ghost, and the marines. I mean, just a huge army. Looks like we're about to have some action. Oh, the Thor! It got picked up in the medevac. The Thors get completely annihilated immediately. Terrible start for Santa. Base immediately goes down. The Thors are coming to assist. Oh, they're retreating. They're waddling away. And he waddled away. Waddle, waddle. Until the very next day. Let's see who wins. Alpha, Setter stepping forward. Probably doing more harm than good. The Thors getting targeted down. Okay. Gosh, having these Thors out of these medevacs would be tremendously helpful. Does he know how to let them down?
I doubt he knows they're in there.
Oh, he probably doesn't know they're in there. It looks like the medevacs will, or excuse me, the battlecruisers will slightly carry the fight, as there's only one Marine shooting up. It's looking tough. It's looking tough. The units lost is greatly in favor. He goes into high impact mode, which is terrible, terrible damage to these big capital ships. And before it can go down, they survive just barely. Oh my gosh. The Thor are destroyed. The medevac tanking. The higher health battlecruiser getting attacked first as the second Thor goes down. It's a complete and utter disaster for Santa. The saving grace is that medevac has kept the Thor. Oh my gosh, it's just... Have you ever seen this before? Santa wins the day. What an exchange. I don't know if he knows that he can unload them. The lone survivor is carted off the field. More Thors are coming out. The nuke was never used, by the way.
It was never used.
Never used.
Maybe they were activating it on accident.
Good grief. What a match. Let's see what we got going on. Don't get mad. I'm pretty glad. Now, Santa did lose more resources, but he does have the supply advantage. Now, that is mostly in SCVs, but... oh, we have Smart Servos upgrade coming up for Santa, which is hilarious. We have the Reaper Thor army composition, which is, of course, hilarious. Just hilarious. We have another attack coming from our red Terran player, Alpha. Mud wrestling. That's true. Congratulations on your win, Jackson. Well done. Terrible damage to this expansion. The army supply is in favor of Alpha. I don't know though, that is... Oh, a nuke? Oh, but the ghost dies. And Alpha's in full retreat. Will he fight? Will he stand his ground? Perhaps, perhaps not. We need a Protoss Death Ball. Oh yeah, I knew the Protoss Death Ball would be hard to deal with. By the way, supply is surprisingly even here. Oops. Chat, we are cooked. Santa just has this income advantage that is it's just heavy. Although Alpha does technically have more army supply in these higher tech units like battlecruisers and Thors. Anna, this is a game for you to take notes on. Actually, as a Terran player, do you have any commentary on what these players are doing?
It's outside of my build order. I don't venture out too far. They've got battlecruisers, they've got Thors, and like they've got these few like kind of overpowered pieces. But if their infrastructure is getting attacked, it's like it just, I don't know. It's like you can have it, but if they wipe out, if you've spent so much to have these few big things and then you have nothing left, I don't know. It's like, is it worth it?
Also, I checked the... Actually, I'm on a huge delay. I've already talked to you. Oh no, he keeps picking up his Thors. That's devastating. I think Alpha can win these fights, but... He keeps picking his Thors up in the medevacs. Oh my gosh. Do we have a nuke coming out?
Like, is he meaning to?
I don't think he's meaning to. No.
He's probably like, where'd they go? Where's my Thors?
The nuke isn't quite done. Okay, now it's done. Okay, oh! Johnny! He never got to deploy his nuke. Okay, we have a near maxed out army from Santa. Oh, and the battle begins. Who will win? It's looking like a alpha advantage. He is the alpha after all. Those swords need to be in high impact mode because those capital ships are just ripping through them. I don't know if Alpha's throwing the game. His battle cruisers are coming in clutch, destroying the Reapers, destroying the Ghosts. Close fight, but... It's looking real tough. It looks like Alpha will have to retreat. He can teleport out, although I don't know if he knows to use that ability. He does get out with 2 battle cruisers.
He wipes out a small part of the army, but at what cost?
At what cost? That is the eternal question. At what cost? We have a huge attack coming in with Thors, Reapers, and Ghosts. The meta army composition, to say the least. 20,000 resources in the bank for Santa behind this as well. This might spell doom for our red Terran player who has very weak battle cruisers, just immediately smashed.
Once again, just another shout out for our participant Tink Tonk, also known as Naked History. Check out the link in the podcast. He's doing a lot of behind the scenes managing for us right now, and also donated $50 to the $200 prize pool.
Link in the description to his channel.
There's a current Christmas video about the history of good old Santa Claus.
It seems that Santa just might pull it out. I mean, with only 1 battle cruiser left, the Thors marching across the map. Those Thors really need to be in high impact mode. Oh, it's just a... Those battle cruisers are really putting in work. A Reaper, a battle cruiser, a Thor... A Yamato cannon! And that Thor is gone. Oh my gosh. What an exchange. Santa's still carrying that army supply. Almost double. Actually, over double. No. It's about even. About even. Santa is doing it, I think. He has the income advantage. It's tightening up, though. The Yamato was sick. Yeah, that was the closer, so to speak. Having a little bit of drama, a little bit of back and forth in these games. Lots of Thors. Somebody's gonna have to pull off the. I don't know what's happening here. Oh, some long distance mining. Hey, you don't have to stop the stream. You can go and subscribe and check out later to his Naked History podcast.
You could play them simultaneously. You got 2 tabs.
That's true. You can listen while watching. Pull it up on your phone. You know?
We all know that you're ADHD multitaskers. You're watching a StarCraft tournament.
I need Subway Surfers up. Okay, we have a move out from Alpha. And a simultaneous move out from Santa. Oh my gosh.
Also, friendly reminder, anyone who's tuning in, looks like we've got 39 watching right now. We have our Discord linked in the description as well if you want to get in on these kind of events. We're going to have another tournament in January. Or if you want to get some training, some coaching, so maybe you can participate in something in the future, check it out, join our community. You'll get a tag for the race that you prefer to play, and we hop on off stream as well as on stream to play with viewers.
Mm-hmm. You can play with me, Big Daddy, Anna, Big Mommy. You can be a Big Daddy or Big Mommy yourself. Also, we have a battlecruiser just taking a beating in the middle of the map. Thor's marching across, taking a base. It's a base trade. We have a base trade, the first base trade of the night. Okay, Alpha going straight for the heart, going to the production of Santa. That Thor's not going to make it. Let's go back to Santa and see what's going on here. The natural expansion under fire. That's a lot of Thors. And if they go into a high impact mode, also to mention, he does have smart servos, so that that transformation will be almost instant. So I don't see any reason not to go into high impact mode. Also, I just saw your message. Coco Melon is on for the other tournament participants, so they are all set while they wait for their matches. I cannot believe we're having a base race. If we look at the, let me see. The worker supply is about even, however, it's looking like a pretty hardy army supply lead for Santa. So once these armies collide, we'll see who comes out on top. Although I'm thinking it might just be Santa, mainly also because he destroyed these supply depots, which will make it very hard for Alpha to rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
Although we do have clearage from both players. Those 4 battlecruisers are just going to be brutal to deal with, though. Let's go to the Santa action cam.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Oh no, he was going to go to that corner base and then he transitioned.
Base is under attack.
Let's go to the Alpha action cam. By the way, the player in violet is the player we're spectating. So we're spectating Alpha right now. We are now spectating
Base is
Santa.
under attack. Our SCVs are under attack.
Only 1 worker left for Santa. The APM is actually getting up to 200 for Alpha. Oh my goodness. Glad I checked that. I didn't even mean to. Let's go to the army supply. Santa has no workers left. Oh my goodness. He's on move command. This is the final battle. The Thor's raining down hell on those battle cruisers. The battle cruisers are standing tall. They're going down little by little. Santa is targeting the Thors. It looks like Alpha's done it. Alpha has 40 workers in the bank. GG is called. Alpha takes the day. Santa, after taking a 1-0 lead to start, winning his first match in StarCraft ever, has lost to Alpha, who brought it back. What a game. What a game. Oh my gosh, what a series. Two players who have never played the game played today. A cool 34 APM for Santa, 104 for Mr. Alpha. What a match. Now we get to the main event. I need a drum roll, please. Richie and Big Mommy. Are you ready,
Oh
Anna?
Lord.
You'll need to go in the tournament chat. You won't be able to listen to my commentating.
All right, let me hop over.
Godspeed to you, Anna.
Alrighty.
I don't quite see Richie on. Let's see. Richie, are you ready? It was quite back and forth, yes. So while we wait on Richie to get in the chat here, just go ahead and let's go ahead and pull the bracket up on screen and go ahead and report our score. So Alpha will go on to face Hurstman. They'll be organized quickly. And they will play, and then the winner of that match will face the winner of this match versus Richie and Big Mommy, Anna. After that, we'll go ahead and commentate Tink and the Tonk and Huntington, and we'll commentate all of these matches from here on out.